Yo, 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 what is up, guys? It is TKO Smokey, and we are getting started with round one of the I.O.M.A Esports Supercross 4 250 Pro race. We are getting Group A qualifying set up right now. Invites are going out, and then we will soon get into the qualifying action. There's a few last minute signups, so I'm making sure I get everyone on Steam, so please be patient. We will get this up and going very soon. Welcome to the stream. No, you aren't at the wrong place. This is the place to be. We're going to get this stream underway very soon, and then we will get to the heats, the LCQs, and then the main event. And then we will get to watch the final finale of the Supercross series. So pretty stoked. We're in Salt Lake City on the game, and the final race is also in Salt Lake City. I am doing the stream, and I got Race Day Live pulled up right beside me. So bear with me just a little bit. I want to get these invites out. If you are in the Group A qualifying lobby, you can hear me in the chat, and you're already in here, Hooter. Check on the I.O.M.A things. If you can help me out, get SX Corey, everybody get in here. But yeah, I'm just waiting on a few people to hop in, and then we'll get this thing started. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Braxton, thank you so much. Jensen, yeah, I've been sending Sean an invite. I haven't seen him yet. We're still waiting on SX Corey and a couple other guys. There we go. We are getting them in now. What is up, Spud? What is up? SX Corey, come on, we need you in here. I can see you in the chat. Quit hanging out in the chat. Come on. There we go. We got Corey in here. All of the Supercross 4 homies are in. Dudes, seriously, the fastest guys in the game are competing in this series, and it's freaking awesome. Let's get Pedrin in here. Where is he at? Pedrin, where are you at, buddy? If there's anyone that you see that we are missing right now, let me know in the chat. I can't get a hold of Sean. He's not showing up online. We got Carbon. We got Spo. We got Hooter. We are missing Exhibit. Let's get Exhibit in here. Let's try to get him in. I'm going to send him one more invite. He has it on snooze. He was probably playing Call of Duty all night. Poor guy probably just fell asleep sitting in his recliner. All right. So I think we have everyone in here. If Sean and Exhibit aren't going to be doing the race, Exhibit is on snooze right now. We are just waiting on Pedrin. Pedrin, if you are out there in the world, he's playing Rocket League. Can you believe this guy? I'm going to send him one more invite. He's probably in a hellacious battle in Rocket League right now. We're only 4 minutes after 5. We're still making really good time. We are getting it. All right, I'm gonna give Pedrin 1 more minute. And if he doesn't show, man, he'll have to wait until the 450s next week. All right, guys, I'm very excited about this. Our homie JS Robinson is hosting the Group B. This is the Group A qualifying session. We're gonna get this underway. Welcome to the Supercross 4 I.O.M.A Esports Championship Series. Of course, I am your host, TKO Smokey, and look, right here, you can see right off the bat, we got Carbon, Q, Hooter, Brian Lima, Spud 760, Big Smoke, Snowball, and SX Corey. All super fast guys in this game. So tonight's going to be a very competitive race. Curious to see what the lap times in Group B are going to be like, but how this works. We take the top 24 qualifying times, and then we split those into heat races. Tonight we haven't decided yet if we're going to take the top 4 out of the heats and then top 4 out of the LCQ, or we're going to do 5 in the heats and 2 in the LCQ. If you're in the chat, let me know what you want to do. 4 out of the heats and 4 out of the LCQ, or 5 out of the heats and 2 out of the LCQ. But we are racing at Rice-Eccles Stadium. This is Salt Lake City 16. We are on some 250s tonight. So next week is the 450s. It's going to be round 2. So we alternate every weekend. So next weekend will be 450s, and the week after that will be round 2 of the 250s. But enough of all that jabber. Let's get in. Everyone is readied up. and it looks like they're ready to go. We got the freaking synthwave music playing. We are full send right now. So let's get going into the lobby. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. So we are on board with Big Smoke. Big Smoke is the first one on the track. See if anyone's going to be breaking the 49s, 48s, 47s. All these guys are super fast, so it wouldn't surprise me. Q is saying 5 in heats, 2 in the LCQ. I think we'll end up doing that. Maybe I should put a poll in the chat, or maybe we'll get the I.O.M.A guys to do a poll on the Instagram. Be sure to go to the I.O.M.A website, IOMAesports.net. I'll put that in the description. I haven't done that yet, but I will do that. You can go check all the official results on there, timing and scoring and everything like that. So this is Group A, and we do one qualifying session. So the fastest guys of this session, we got Snowball right here. I'm going to take it back up with Spud. Spud 760 is a veteran of the DMR series, also another PC championship series. I think DMR and I.O.M.A now are one of the only two bigger championship series on PC. Obviously the official Monster Energy Supercross game, they have their series. I'm not sure if you have read the rules, but it's kind of whack. Apparently you can, it's all time attack, and then you can play any console, but to be in the final series you have to be on PC. So shouldn't it just be a PC series? I'm not really sure what they're thinking, but we're going to take it back to SX Corey, also a veteran of the game, the scrub turned Meister. See what his lines are. How is everybody feeling in the chat tonight? Let me get some flames if you're feeling it tonight. Also, if you haven't liked the stream yet, go ahead and like, and if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? We just hit 600 subscribers. We're on that road to 1,000 subscribers, baby. I think we're at 601 now, so if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Help your boy out. We're trying to get that 1,000. But yeah, if you're just now tuning into the stream, this is Group A qualifying session. JSR Robinson is hosting Group B, and we're going to take the top lap times out of both groups, and those guys are going to be going to the heat races. So I think we ended up making it, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to make it in tonight. I think we take the top 24. I'll have to look at the sign-up sheet, but I think we're like right around 23 or 24, so maybe 1 or 2 people might not make it into the night show. So I think everyone's pretty safe. Kind of a smaller turnout compared to the 450 race, but I think as the series progresses, I think it'll just keep getting bigger and bigger. So we are on board with Carbon BJR. Looks like he's going to reset. Brian Lima, a little last minute sign up. Let's see what he's doing. He's trying to figure out his line on this track right now. And we are at 603 subscribers. Thank you, folks. 2 more subscribers. I appreciate you. Also, I have the subscription notification turned off during the stream so it doesn't distract from the racing and commentating. So also, if you did subscribe, just let me know in the chat. I'll give you a little shout out because I really appreciate it. Again, we are on that road to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Group A qualifying session, and we are on board with Brian, but we're going to take it back up to Spud. Riding for that 760 team. I think him and Big Smoke might be on the same team. I'm not sure. They got the same gear. Hey, we got Goonzig in here. Can everyone throw some hearts out in the chat for Goonzig? He's my little Canadian brother. Also, if you haven't subscribed to his YouTube channel, you should go do that now. And I'm sure you probably already are, but if you haven't, the man is essentially at 25,000 subscribers, which is literally just insane. So go show the homies some love. But we're gonna take it back down with Q, riding on that Red Bull KTM number 87. Q is an A-main guy in the DMR series, so be on the lookout for some heater laps from this guy. But right now you have Big Smoke, SX Corey, and Spud 760 in the top 3 positions right now in Group A qualifying session. We are on the Rice Eccles SLC 16 track. I guess that would be the 5th Salt Lake City track. We got Carbon, the beer drinking Aussie, throwing down. Oh, throwing up some tough blocks. Carbon trying to figure out the fast line around this track. Is it better to skim through this section? Is it better to jump? What's more consistent? That's really the important thing. This game is about fast laps, but to put in some really good results, you need fast laps plus consistency. So whatever you can do fast and consistent, it's going to be the better line. And of course, Goonzig, dude, much appreciated to you. I appreciate you, man. Take it back up to Snowball, doing battle with Carbon in the qualifying sessions. Sometimes when I'm doing a qualifying session, I don't really like to get behind somebody because I have a tendency to follow their lines, not really focus on hitting my mark. So, you know, some people are different. Some people try to find someone just a little bit faster and then hop in behind them. But personally, I like to just kind of run my own laps and just kind of see where I stand. But SX Corey right now on top of Group A qualifying session. Let's see, let's go a lap around SX Corey because he is putting in some heaters, because Big Smoke and Spud, those guys are no slouch on this game. Hugging that inside before this triple. So you're going to wheelie scrub through here. Is you're going to jump all the way over, kind of just clean. Take it back up to Spud. He's definitely going to wheelie scrub and try to stay low. That part's tricky because when you kind of wheelie scrub off that, it kind of throws you forward. And if you land between that double in the wrong way, it just chucks you right over the handlebars. So you got to be, as soon as you do that, you got to pull back and make sure you don't want to be going over the handlebars right before the finish line. Check in on Snowball. Someone over the blocks. So about 30 seconds left. So I'm sure a lot of riders are going to try to reset right now and get that last minute attempt. Checking in on Hooter. Not the best luck. Hooter is a vet of the MX Bikes community as well. Makes lots of cool custom rider skins too. So very cool guy. So if you ever run into him in a Discord or anything, he's your guy for some bike skins. So make sure you hit him up. He's also getting pretty good at the Supercross 4 game. So yeah, solid all around dude. Everyone's getting their last laps in. Spud on top at the very end, taking SX Corey down to second place. Let's see, looks like he's on a heater. Let's check out these lap times. So Spud with a 47.28 and SX Corey with a 47.286, Q with a 47.4. These guys, Big Smoke, you can see how close the competition is. Brian Lehman is a little off. I'm sure he's going to go back, maybe watch the stream a little bit and see with heat number 1. So stick around, guys. Stay tight. So I just got the words from the I.O.M.A esports directors, and we are gonna do top 4 out of each heat, and then top 4 out of the LCQ. So it's gonna be a little tougher to qualify directly out of the heat race, but you know, you got a little bit more room in the LCQ. So it's a little give, a little take. So what is up, Vex? Good to see you in here. Hi, it's my first time playing. Any tips? Practice. I'll watch these streams. Watch the good players. Meet some guys that are really good at the game and get in some lobbies with them. That's my advice to you. Watch some tutorial videos. So I'm just seeing Xena. I think our fastest qualifying in Group A was a 47.2. But I'm looking at Xena. He ran a 46.7. So that is just literally, and it's that fat friends. What is up? I love the food. I'm so hungry. What is up, guys? So we are getting the timing and scoring all figured out, and then we're gonna get these heats up and going. How is everybody doing tonight? If you're just now joining the chat, we just finished Group A qualifying, and we're getting everything set up, and we'll start our Heat 1. We're doing it a little different tonight. We are taking the top 4 out of each heat, and the top 4 out of the LCQ, and then those top 12 riders will do battle in the main event. So glad that you guys could stop by and hang out with us during the stream. Race Day Live's going. I got that off to the side, and we got the I.O.M.A esports 250 championship series. So it's literally Saturdays like the moto day. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm going to the website now, checking out and seeing what the heats are gonna look like. Still not quite posted yet. We're still waiting. While we're waiting, I'm going to put the I.O.M.A link in the description. I forgot to do that. But this is where you can go. If you're just now tuning into the stream, you can go check all of the official results, timing and scoring, and everything like that. Vibing out to this music. Can you guys hear me fine over the music, or is the music a little too loud? Just let me know. I just want you to be able to hear me during the race. 604 subscribers. Come on, let's go. Let's go, guys. Come on. So Heat Race 1 is now posted, and I'm gonna start setting up this lobby, and we're gonna get going because this is gonna be crazy. right, so we are setting up Heat 1. So we will have Heat 1. Our Heat 1 will be Spud, Q, Motozarn, JS Robinson, Snowball, Squirt, and Sivan Breeden. Alright, let's get in here. Let's get these invites out. So just a few more minutes and we're going to get Heat 1 underway. Won't be too much longer now. Everyone is loading in. That's nice to see. Just waiting on Snowball. Here we go. There we go, guys. So if you are just now tuning in, we are getting Heat 1 lobbies underway. For our Heat 1, we have Spud, Q, Motozarn, JS Robinson, Snowball, Sword, and Sivan Breeden. We're going to run a medium length race. Collisions are on, advanced physics are on, and the top 4 are going out of this main event. So we're doing it a little different. Like I said before, we're doing the top 4 out of the heat races tonight, and then the top 4 out of the LCQ, and then those guys will go to the main event. So this is Heat 1 of the 250 I.O.M.A PC Esports Championship Series. Of course, I'm your host, TK Smokey, and we are going to get this heat race underway. So let's go. So Heat 1, we have a Motozarn, Spud, Sword, Sivan Breeden, Snowball, Q, and JS Robinson. We're going to get this heat race 1 underway. The top 4 are going directly to the main event, and if you don't make the top 4, you're going to be in that LCQ, and that's not where you want to be. That's a very cutthroat race. Advanced physics are on, collisions are on, and we're about to get this race underway. So who is going to get the whole shot in heat race number 1? Spud, Q, Sword, Sevon, Breeden, and Motozon, JS Robinson, or Snowball? Who could it be? Sword with an okay jump, but it's JS Robinson and Spud fast out the gate. See if Spud can hold this line. So Spud will one of the faster times in qualifying. You definitely don't want to see him with the whole shot because he could be checking out super fast. Sword currently in second, followed by Q on that Red Bull KTM, followed by Motozarn, Snowball, and JS Robinson. We're on board with Sevon Breeden. Getting this helmet cam view, you can see all the riders doing battle, going over the big Supercross triple. All the action out front, and he's going to take the very inside line, and he's going to go down. And Q moves into 4th place, and you can see a Motozarn and Sword just in front of him. If these guys keep duking it out, Spud is just going to check out. You can slowly see him starting to creep off the screen. But here, Motozarn and Sword. Sword coming up just a little short on that. And Q is going to take that 3rd place position, and a Motozarn. Looks like he might be reeling in Spud. This is going to be a good race. Again, if you are just now tuning into the stream, we're taking the top 4 out of the first heat race. So right now your qualifying position is Spud, a Motozarn, Q, and Snowball. We're going to take it back up front with Spud and see how he's going around this track. Looking good on that Rockstar Husky KTM. You can see him rocking that wheelie scrub, trying to stay low to the ground. If you guys are new to the game, you need to go check out my tutorial on how to wheelie scrub. If you want to compete in these competitive series, you're going to need to know how to do that. But essentially what you do is you put your front tire right over the lip, and it kind of shoots you forward like a cannonball and keeps you low to the ground. So you'll see a lot of these guys doing that. Might not be realistic, and it might not be what people are doing in real life, but in this game it's part of it now. So you can see Spud taking full advantage of that glitch in the game. Jensen, we are doing 10-minute heats. We got 7 minutes and 8 seconds left. We're going to take it back with a Mozart. Not too far behind, but Q is lurking. And it looks like JS Robinson has moved into that 4th and final qualifying position. Can he make a move on Q? Because Snowball is not too far behind. Then you have Sword and Sevon Breeden. Oh, and Sevon goes right over the bars. So that's going to give Sword just a little breathing room. Snowball and Robinson all right here. So Snowball is going to have to get JS Robinson if he wants to get into that main event directly out of this heat. Again, if you're just now tuning into the stream, this is Heat 1, and we're taking the top 4 out of both heats and top 4 out of the LCQ. So a little harder this week to qualify directly out of the heat race, but you get a little bit more room in the LCQ. So we're going to take it back up here with Robinson, who looks like he's making progress on Q right now. Not sure if he's just a little bit faster or if Q made a mistake. You can see Spud and a Motozarn going the other way up the starting straight, and Robinson cuts in on Q. Can Q retaliate? And here we go. Robinson's gonna case that series of jumps, and now Q back into 3rd place position. But Snowball is not too far behind. So if these guys come together and go down, Snowball is in the perfect position to take advantage of it. But Spud is checking out. 5 minutes left in the race, and he's got about a 20-second lead over the 4th place position. Running clean laps, running consistent laps, that is key to qualifying for these A mains. I.O.M.A is one of the most competitive series on PC, and some of the fastest riders in the world compete in this race. So be on the lookout. Emotos are not too far behind, followed by Q in third and J.S. Robinson on that fourth and last qualifying position. So J.S. Robinson has pulled a little gap over fifth place, so he is sitting pretty. Only 4 minutes left in the race. You can see Q and Motozarn and Spud are staying pretty close together. We're about seven minutes into this 10-minute heat race. Guys, if you're in here, go ahead and give the stream a like, and if you haven't subscribed, do that while you can. And Motozarn still in second, not too far behind. And you can see, if Q doesn't stay on his P's and Q's, Robinson is right there. So we're back, and Robinson is still, oh, Robinson has moved to third. Sorry about that, guys. The dogs were barking, and I had to take care of that. So we're about 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the race, and Spud, Motozarn, and Robinson top three. Q has moved back to fourth. We're almost at the 2-minute warning. Anything can happen right now. So Q is looking to put on just a little bit of a charge. Minute 45 seconds left. These guys are throwing down some heaters. Snowball is not too far behind. He's kind of been lurking, but these guys are so close in lap times that if you just make one little mistake, you can't make up any ground, and that looks to be the case with Snowball. He's been at about the same distance this whole entire race, so you know, he'll gain a little bit and then he'll make a mistake. They'll make a mistake and then he'll gain a little bit. So it's kind of been like this yo-yo effect this whole entire race. But Spud, right here, a minute left in the race, got the whole shot and has led the whole entire race. Pretty dominant heat race performance. Number 406 on that Rockstar Husky, putting in a good showing. It's going to be a good race between Spud and Xena. Xena is definitely one of the faster guys on the games, pretty much a legend in the PC community, and he is going to be in heat race number 2. 30 seconds left. So we're going to do we got 2 more laps after this. He's going to cross the finish line, and then he's going to have 1 more lap. So Spud in first, Motozarn in second, J.S. Robinson in third, and Q in fourth in your final qualifying position. Again, if you're just now tuning into the stream, we are taking the top 4 out of both heat races and the top 4 out of the LCQ. So Sivan and Snowball doing battle right here. Maybe just trying to figure out one another, because these guys are going to be doing battle in the LCQ unless something drastic happens to Q and Robinson. So there you have it. Spud on his final lap. We're going to do it with the track cam on the final lap for Spud. Again, with the whole shot, and he's never looked back. So Spud putting on a pretty dominant performance in the heat race. Motozarn in second, Jess Robinson in third, and Q in fourth. But it's been all Spud in heat race number 1. So there you have it. Spud, your heat race number 1 winner, followed by a Motozarn J.S. Robinson. I know he's got to be excited to get into that A main. A little stoppy. And Q, the top 4 are going directly to the main event. So Sivan, Snowball, and Sword will be going to the LCQ. Can he get over before? Oh, barely. So there you have it, guys. The top 4 are going directly to the main event. Sivan, Snowball, and Swerve will be seeing each other again in the LCQ. So we're going to take a short intermission, and we'll be right back with heat number 2. So we are just waiting on Hooter to get into the game. Hooter, I'm not seeing you on here, buddy. You gotta make sure you are viewable in Steam or I cannot send you an invite. So if you guys can get Hooter in here, we're missing Hooter. So is Hooter not racing? We need to know. Because he is no longer on Steam. It'd be a shame if he last online 26 minutes ago. We're going to send him a little message and see if we can get him in if he's not going to be racing. Alright, so chat says he is not racing. So we're going to get this thing going. So if you're just now tuning into the stream, this is going to be the start of heat number 2 of the 250 I.O.M.A PC Esports Championship Series. We got Hegs, Carbon, Big Smoke, Brian Lima, Xena, SX Corey, and Notorious B, all really fast riders. This heat race is going to be stacked. We're taking the top 4 out of the heat race, and if you don't get the top 4, you're going to be in that LCQ tonight. The bright side is that we're taking the top 4 out of the heat instead of 5, and so that leaves 2 more spots available in the LCQ. So we're taking the top 4 out of the LCQ as well. Guys, if you're in the chat, go ahead and smash that like button. Let's see how many likes we can get. Throw some flames up in that chat. Let's get hype for heat number 2. We're going to get this thing started and underway. Here we go. We're on board with Big Smoke, Carbon, Hegs, Notorious B. Who is going to get that hole shot? SX Corey with a really good jump, but Notorious B hopped off the gate like a rocket, but Big Smoke's having none of that, and SX Corey is going to take advantage of Big Smoke's pretty aggressive move on Notorious B in the first corner. These races are pretty cutthroat. Xena rocking that number 1 because he is your reigning PC 250 champion. Followed by Hegs, Big Smoke in 3rd, and SX Corey in 4th. We're only on the first lap, 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the race. Anything can happen. Notorious B in 5th, Carbon in 6th, Brian with some big mistakes in the back, and if he keeps doing stuff like that, he is going to find himself in the LCQ, but we're going to take it back up with the number 1 of Xena. This guy knows how to ride a dirt bike. Let's see. He's going to double and kind of just wheelie scrub all the way through. You can see that. And he is scrubbing every little thing, trying to get back to the ground, get that power to the dirt. Hegs has moved into 2nd. SX Corey in 3rd now, and Big Smoke in 4th. SX Corey is going to come up on the inside of Hegs. These guys are going to do battle, but if they keep duking it out like this, Xena is going to pull away, kind of like Spuds did in heat number 1. SX Corey with the outside in move on Hegs. And Notorious B has moved into 4th, and Big Smoke is dropping back. Can he make a run? Can he get back around Notorious B? I think Notorious B is going to remember that move from the first corner, but he goes down, and that's going to leave Carbon, our Australian friend, all the way from the other side of the world right now competing in the I.O.M.A Esports Championship Series. Good to see him out there. He's also a gamer, moto gamer, streamer. So make sure you find him and support his stream, support his channels. Really just trying to grow the moto gaming community, and yeah, support your community, guys. If there's a moto gaming YouTube channel, you should be liking and subscribing to all these things. The bigger these channels are, the bigger the sport gets. And yeah, so we just want to, the I.O.M.A series, and just me personally, we really want to represent the community well, and just put some good solid racing out here. So Notorious B in 5th with that mistake. He's moved back to 5th. Big Smoke in 4th, but making up time on Hegs. Let's see, both guys holding the corner really tight, and you can see Xena already with a huge lead over this 4th place pack right here. SX Corey on the move though. Big Smoke up the inside. Haggis is going to drift wide. Is he going to try to triple in? He's going to wheelie scrub like a rocket. Now this section for the 250 riders is madness. It's really tough to get through there clean. The big 450s have a way easier time to get through there, and it's kind of just a momentum killer if you're on the 250. So guys, if you are just now tuning in to the stream, this is heat number 2. Top 4 riders go directly to the main event, and Hegs going over the bars, looking like Cameron McAdoo out there, and that's going to allow Notorious B to close the gap and maybe get this 4th place position. Playing it really clean right there. He could have gone in there and just T-boned him, but he didn't. Shown some respect to the riders out there, and that's always really good to see. So about halfway down on this race, and it's Xena, SX Corey, Big Smoke, and Hegs. And Notorious B, we're on board with Notorious B right now. This is the battle for the final transfer spot directly to that main event. Again, we are on board with Notorious B. I'm not sure what that was. So maybe Carbon glitched off the map. I think Carbon might be a lap down. That's what it is. So Carbon not having a good heat race. And this battle right here, this is a really good race. Xena and SX Corey have kind of checked out, but this Big Smoke right here. So the 3, 4, and 5 all sandwiched together, and Hegs with a big mistake right there. Notorious B sees Big Smoke right there. He sees the blood in the water. Mistake by Big Smoke is going to let Notorious B close the gap just a little bit. And look at this. SX Corey getting through that rhythm section super clean. Looks like he's making up a lot of time on Xena, your defending champion, running that number 1 plate on that Husqvarna. SX Corey is no slouch, new to the PC gaming community, but it's been playing motocross games on the PlayStation console for a very long time. And Xena down. And you can see this battle shaping up right here. This is 1st and 2nd. Ooh. SX Corey with a little mistake, but Xena with a mistake as well. This is anybody's race right now. 3 minutes left in heat number 2. we are on board with SX Corey. In first place, rocking that #1 with the 7 gear is Xena. If you go check out some of the lap times on Time Attack on PC on this game, you'll see that he holds a lot of the world records. So this guy is definitely no slouch. He is super fast, and he's looking to pull out a W for the first round of the I.O.M.A series. I have a feeling SX Corey and Spud are going to give him a run for his money tonight. 15 minutes of pure speed. This is going to be an intense, long race for Xena. Big Smoke. So you can see Big Smoke's kind of far behind. You can see over there on the track map, on the other side is Xena and SX Corey. And Notorious is kind of closing the gap on Big Smoke. Heggs is still hanging around in 5th. Again, guys, we're taking the top 4 directly to the main event. If you don't make it in the top 4, you're going to that LCQ race. So the only good part about the LCQ is that we're taking the top 4. Usually we take the top 5 out of the heat race and then the top 2 in the LCQ. So if you're in the LCQ, this time you have more of a shot to get in. So Notorious B right here, SX Corey. Looks like Xena has found his rhythm again and has kept the distance on SX Corey. Big Smoke in 3rd. Notorious B in 4th, and your final qualifying position. 1 minute left in the race. If Notorious B makes a mistake, Heggs could capitalize, but with a mistake like that and only 47 seconds left in the race, I don't think that's going to happen. Big Smoke and Notorious coming through lappers right now. So once Xena crosses the finish line, we're going to have 2 laps remaining. Again, guys, if you are just now tuning into the stream, this is round #1 of the 250 I.O.M.A Supercross Championship Series. I'm TKO Smokey, I'm your host, and we are on board with Xena. This is heat #2. Once this timing and scoring, you can see the timing up there is 7 seconds. Once I hit 0, he's got to finish his lap, and then he's going to get the white flag. So essentially a lap and a half left. SX Corey not too far behind, was in the position at some point during this race to pass Xena. But I think SX Corey has kind of just settled in. He knows that he's going to be in that main event, not too worried about it. I think he's going to try to bounce back for the main event. Big Smoke in 3rd and Notorious B in 4th. But we're going to take it back up with Xena on this final lap. You can see him just scrubbing through here, wheelie scrubbing, trying to stay low to the ground. Let's see how he hits his corner. I bet he just pops a wheelie all the way through these whoops. Try to wheelie scrub on the way out. You can see the track's getting pretty ruddy, pretty beat up. There you have it, folks. Xena, you're a heat #2 winner, followed by SX Corey and Big Smoke coming around in 3rd. So good racing all around. 3, 4, and 5 had a really big battle, and SX Corey and Xena. So Big Smoke coming around in 3rd. And Notorious B is going to be your 4th and final qualifying rider into the main event. Heggs, Carbon, and Brian will all be headed to the LCQ. So there you have it, folks. The official results: Xena, SX Corey, Big Smoke, and Notorious B all going to that main event. Hex, Carbon, and Brian will be going to the LCQ, but we're going to take a short intermission and we'll be right back with the LCQ, so don't go anywhere. SX Corey, man, I saw you. You almost caught him. He made one little mistake in that big rhythm, and I thought you were going to have him for a second. So we are taking a short intermission, and we'll be right back with the LCQ. You can go down in the description. I have the I.O.M.A website link down there. You can check that for all the official results, timing, and scoring. And after the LCQ, which I have a feeling is going to be a crazy race trying to get into the main event, we're going to go into the main event with the fastest riders on a 250 on the PC and Supercross 4 are going to duke it out. See who gets the victory for round number 1. Appreciate you guys. If you're just now tuning into the stream, go ahead and smash that like button down there. Smash it up, share it with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we just now passed 600 yesterday, I think. So we're on the way there. Our next baby milestone will be 700 subscribers, and I really appreciate your support. Also, I do have the Moto Gamer merch link down there in the description, as well as along with my Discord and my Instagram as well. So don't forget to hit me up on those pages as well. But I'll be right back, and we're gonna get this LCQ lobby set up, and then we'll get the race underway. Sorry about that, guys. Mike's been muted the whole time. Man, I was really killing the commentary too, but we're on board with Sword. He's in second place position. Heggs in first. Sevon in third. And Snowball in fourth. Trying to make the move on Sevon. On board with the GoPro cam right now. Carbon not too far behind. He's really going to have to step up the pace. That we are at the 2-minute warning, and he's on the outside looking in. Again, we are only taking the top 4 out of this LCQ to the main event. So Snowball and Sevon duking it out the whole time. Looks like Heggs has moved around Sword into that first place position. A lot of guys on KTMs and Huskies tonight. So a minute and a half left. Probably about 4 more laps. And Sevon has moved into second place. Sword is moving back. If he doesn't watch out, Sword going down, and that's going to allow Carbon to go right by him. And Sword went down in the whoop section. That is literally the worst place to go down on the track. It just slows up all your momentum. Oh my gosh. So first to worst right now. He is currently on the outside looking in. Carbon has got to be feeling it right now. I don't think he thought he was going to get in that main event. Oh, and Sword with a really aggressive move, but what do you expect? This is the LCQ with only 39 seconds left. Carbon is going to try to get him right here with a nice clean look. He knew he was coming up, and he hits the back tire of Sword. Let's see, making mistakes through there. Sword made a little mistake, but Carbon couldn't capitalize because he messed up in the rhythm section as well. But Sevon in second, Heggs in first. Looks like they're coming up on a lapper. I think that's Brian Lima back there. Kid has had bad luck all night. The best thing he can do is just, take it on the chin tonight and get back in the game and put some more laps in, because I don't think he realized the pace that this I.O.M.A series was going to bring. A lot of guys are fast in public lobbies, but once you get in this competitive scene, it is a whole different ball game. So 2 laps remaining. Heggs is currently in first, Sevon in second, Snowball in third, and Sword in fourth. Can Carbon make a last-ditch effort? I don't think he's going to get it, but we're going to take it back up to Heggs on the last lap. Pull out about a 5-second lead at this point. He's just going to take it home. He's going to be stoked to be in the main event. Again, guys, if you are just now tuning into this race, this is the final lap of the LCQ. Heggs is your current leader and your LCQ winner. Sevon's going to get into that main event too, followed by a close battle. And here comes Sword in fourth and that final transfer spot. Carbon, so close, but yet so far. Man, that was a tough one. So, there you have it. Top 4 going to the main event. Someone had to miss out, and I guess it was Carbon and Brian tonight. So Heggs, Sevon, Snowball, and Sword directly going to the main event. We're going to take a short little intermission, and we'll be right back with the finale. Guys, if you are just now tuning in, we are about to get the main event underway. We're just getting the lobby set up now. Almost everybody's in. I think we're just waiting on a couple of riders. And then the main event, the full 15 minutes plus one lap. Who do you guys, let me know in the chat, who do you think's going to win this race? Xena was looking good. SX Corey was looking good. Spud was looking good. Big Smoke was looking good. Robinson was looking good. So a lot of fast guys out there. There we go. Everybody's in. We got Bulk Limiter Gaming on here on the YouTube. Welcome. What is up? Dude, I know. Alright, but we're going to get this main event started. 15 minutes plus one lap, no collisions, and advanced physics. Hey Jensen, I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out in the stream. Thanks for supporting the channel. I gave you a little shout out on the stream earlier. So here we go, Xena. Notorious B and Motozarn, JS Robinson, Q, SX Corey, Sivan Breeden, Spud, Big Smoke, Hegs, and Sword, and Snowball. So these are your competitors in the I.O.M.A Esports Championship Series. This is round 1. We're racing on Salt Lake City 16, track 16 tonight. We're doing a full 15 minutes plus 1 lap. But here we go. Predictions are in. Everyone's saying Xena. Who's going to get that hole shot? Notorious B. Big Smoke with a really good jump off the gate, but these guys are... Woo! What is happening back here? Everyone getting through that first turn clean. That is surprising. So Sword getting a little swirly, and Big Smoke with the early lead, followed by a Motozarn. Xena in third, but is he gonna make this move and go all the way into first? Nope. JS Robinson moving into third, Zarn in fourth, Notorious B in fifth. Let's go on board with him because we're gonna see some really good battling right here. This is your top 5. Guys, if you're just now tuning into the stream, this is the main event for the 250 I.O.M.A Esports Championship Series. We are on board with Notorious B. This is the first lap. He is in 5th. We're on board. These guys are duking it out. Xena, Motozarn, Robinson, Big Smoke, all right there. Notorious B with a great jump. Big Smoke still in the lead. So Notorious B making the move on Xena. He is feeling it. Switched up his gear in that shift gear. Now Xena moved into second. Notorious B in third. Q in fourth. So now Q, originally on that KTM, has moved over to the Husky. Guess he wasn't feeling that KTM in that heat race. But Motozarn back in fifth. So these are your top 5. And you can see on the track map, it is just a cluster of riders. Only 2 minutes into this race, and we already have some really good racing. Xena going down was the chat favorite. Everyone predicted that he was going to be the winner in the chat. So he's got some work to do. Big Smoke still in the lead, followed by a Motozarn, Notorious B, and Big Smoke. So only a few minutes into this main event, but Big Smoke is pulling it out right now. Notorious B looking good too. Motozarn in third, Xena in fourth. Now JS Robinson back into fifth. So got around SX Corey, but jumps off the track. Got a little cross-rutted, and that's going to allow Spud and Q to get around him with that big mistake. Spud right here, who won his heat race by a pretty big margin, so it's kind of weird to see him back here in 7th, but everyone is so fast in this main event. Any little smoke, I mean any little mistake, I'm thinking of Big Smoke, any little mistake will cost you in these races, especially in the main event. Spud putting an aggressive move on Q. Not sure how that's going to sit with him. I think he's going to find a way to pay him back. What is up, Robo, in the chat? Man, if you're just now tuning in, this is the 250 main event. We got 11 minutes plus 15 seconds remaining in the race. We're on board with Q right now. And just in front of him is SX Corey. And you can see the gap. SX Corey trying to put in work right here. You got Spud, Big Smoke, and the Motozarn right in front of him. Xena has now officially taken the lead. Notorious B in second, and Motozarn in third. Up that inside. I've noticed the past couple laps, Notorious is kind of drifting a little wide on that corner. If he doesn't start hugging it a little tighter, he's going to get past there every single lap, especially with these guys. Their racecraft is very sharp. So if you leave the door open, especially 10 minutes remaining in the race, that position is going to get taken from you just like that. So the motos are trying to make that move, trying to play it clean. Aggressive but clean. Big Smoke still back here in fourth, followed by SX Corey. Big Smoke is going to make a big move right here. And let's see if let's see if Notorious drifts wide again. And here we go, just what I was talking about. And that's going to let Motozarn back through. Getting that rhythm section very clean. Has now moved himself into second place. It looks like just in front of him, Xena is having a little trouble in the rhythm section. So Motozarn really making up a lot of time on Xena just right there. Notorious still in third, Big Smoke in fourth, Spud in fifth, SX Corey in sixth, and Q in seventh. So your top 7 riders are really close. So that number 87 right behind SX Corey. A lot of the guys rocking the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna tonight. So Spud making a mistake in that rhythm section along with Notorious B, and that's going to let SX Corey make up all kinds of time on the rest of the guys. Kind of struggling at the end of that rhythm section. We'll see if he can clean that up next lap. But Notorious B wants to get back around Spud. Was winning the race for a little bit. And you can see Xena going the other way over the finish line. So we got a heck of a battle right here. Big Smoke and a Motozarn trying to hug that inside line. So Motozarn gets through that rhythm pretty clean, but Big Smoke didn't really lose that much time. I guess he stayed just a little bit lower to the ground, so didn't really lose that much time. Motozarn looks to be a little bit faster through that rhythm section, whoop section. But Xena, we're on board with Xena. Back up that start straight. You can already see the terrain is starting to break down. These rhythm sections are getting a little bit harder to make. This is a very tight technical track. You're gonna see some of these wheelie scrubs and just scrub skills through this rhythm. Xena is just 5th gear wide open all the way up that whoop section. And you can see on the track map he is starting to pull away, but Big Smoke is right behind a Motozarn, so he is looking to make a move. It would be cool if he could get a 2nd place position. Something based on the way Xena is going right now, something would have to happen to Xena if he wants to get that win. So it's looking like Xena is going to get that W. I know there's only 6 minutes left, but those lap times, he's in the 46 seconds lap times. No one else has been below 47 tonight except Xena. So when you're running a 46-second lap time, you can afford a couple mistakes. On board with the goggle cam, needs a rocket tear off. Back up here with SX Corey, doing battle with Spud. SX Corey was doing battle with Xena in the heat race. Now he's doing battle with heat number 1 winner, Spud. So as it runs, you have Xena, I.O.M.A, Zarn, Big Smoke, Spud, SX Corey, Q in 6th, Notorious B in 7th, Sevon in 8th, Hegs in 9th, and JS Robinson rounding out your top 10. Looks like I.O.M.A Zarn made a little mistake, and Big Smoke's gonna make the move on him. I think maybe Big Smoke heard me in the chat, because now he's really making a push, and he is not too far behind Xena right now. So another mistake by Xena, and that's going to allow Big Smoke and I.O.M.A Zarn to be right. Oh! SX Corey with the flyby, or was that Spud? Spud came out of nowhere, and now is in 3rd place. Just a second ago, he was in 5th, so from 5th to 3rd out of nowhere. So Spud with a mistake, and that's going to allow SX Corey now into 3rd place. So SX Corey is in 3rd, Big Smoke is in 2nd, and Xena is your current leader with about 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the race. But look at this cluster back here with Spud, SX Corey, and I.O.M.A Zarn. You could throw a blanket over these guys, they're so close. And you can see Big Smoke in 2nd, just in front of them. So 2 through 5 are all,
get out the way,
are all super close. So can I.O.M.A Zarn retaliate? And no, he doesn't, with a big mistake, and that's going to allow Spud and SX Corey to pull away right there. These guys are just trying to catch Big Smoke right now. Maybe they're starting to feel the flow, because you can see SX Corey is starting to make up a substantial amount of time on the rest of the field. There's Xena going the other way. And here we go, the battle for 2nd right now with Big Smoke and SX Corey. So who is going to get the better run in this whoop section? Both hit the whoops really nice. SX Corey opting to go wide, but that was a mistake, because that's going to allow Spud. Oh, and SX Corey goes down trying to wheelie scrub over that and gets thrown over the bars. So Spud is going to battle with his fellow Rockstar Energy teammate. So, man, 45 seconds left in the race. SX Corey was battling for 2nd place and is now back in 6th, battling with Q. Don't get me wrong, Q is no slouch. These guys are really fast. So, you know, if you're in the main event, you are super fast. So, just talk to the guys that aren't in the main event. So we got Q, Sevon, JS Robinson, Hegs, Notorious B, Sword, but we're going to go back on board with Xena. But Big Smoke and Spud, this is shaping up to be an awesome last lap battle between these two. He's going to, oh! Luckily for Spud, Motozarn wasn't close enough to capitalize on that mistake, but he threw his back tire over the berm, lost traction, and that allowed Big Smoke to pull out not a big lead, but a comfortable enough lead to where he can make a little mistake and still have room. So can Spud make up time? And it looks like he's already back on the back tire. You can see them yo-yoing back and forth. So Big Smoke, Spud, this is the last lap battle. So we got a good battle back here with Q and SX Corey. Just battles all over the track on the last lap. But back up here with Big Smoke and Spud. So Xena just crossing the finish line on the last lap. Spud is going to take that inside. And here we go. What's going to happen? Big Smoke trying to hold that inside. So Spud opted to jump and Big Smoke opted to skim. And it looks like Spud came out with the advantage. So Big Smoke with the block pass. So Xena just feeling it is going to get this first W of the season. Rocking the donut. And Big Smoke's going to get second. Oh my goodness! And Spud with the last minute move gets Big Smoke, followed by Motozarn, SX Corey, and Q. Wow, that was insane, guys. So Sivan come over in 7th, Robinson in 8th, Notorious B in 9th. And Hegs rounding out your top 10. Wow, what a race. And you can see Xena in the 46s right there, 46.8. Good battles all around. So there you have it. Your podium finishers are Xena coming in first, Spud in second, Big Smoke in third. Rounding out your top 10 though is a Motozarn, SX Corey with that top 5 spot, Q in 6th, Sivan in 7th, JS Robinson in 8th, Notorious B in 9th, and Hegs in 10th. I'm glad we got that on the stream. I need to clip that. You know, that needs to be clipped. I'll post that on my Instagram maybe later or tomorrow. But that was insane. I'm so stoked that I got that. And I also, did you guys see the Xena paying tribute to Weedy on there? Or maybe Weedy pays tribute to Xena. I'm not sure what's going on, but I know the Axis, the Xena, and the Weedy, when they get those W's, if they have a big enough lead, they do a little donut before the finish. And Xena had a big enough lead to where he could do the donut before the finish, which is crazy because these guys are super fast. Wow, but that's crazy. We're going to get these results into the I.O.M.A directors. The results should be posted shortly on the website. So tune back in next Saturday for round 2 of the 450 I.O.M.A Esports Championship Series, and then the following Saturday will be round 2 of the 250s. And the PC, you can do 250 and 450. So if you missed out on the 450s last week, don't worry, you can sign up again. Also, go ahead and get signed up for the 250 series. I expect the series to only get bigger the more we do this. But yeah, SX Corey was on the gas. Everyone was on the gas. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the stream. If you haven't already, go ahead and do me a favor. Go down, smash that like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do it. This is literally, we're doing the MX Bike series. We're doing the I.O.M.A series. We got tons of tutorials coming out, tons of gameplay videos, so support a fellow Moto Gamer. Also, I got the Moto Gamer apparel linked down in the description. Got hoodies, coffee mugs, phone cases, anything you can think of, we got it. So until next week, guys, I appreciate you tuning into the stream again. Thank you for everyone behind the scenes. Shout out to J.S. Robinson. Shout out to the I.O.M.A directors. The results will be posted on their social media shortly. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to tune in and watch the finale of the IRL Monster Energy Supercross Series. That comes on at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I expect a bunch of you guys will be watching that race. But until next week, guys, I'm TKO Smokey, and I will see you next time.